On episode 83 of the Seeds of Transformation podcast with Dr. Allma Johnson, we'll discuss the latest updates on vaccines like COVID, flu, and RSV, what they mean for us all, and even discuss what they also mean for organ transplant recipients. We'll look at why vaccines matter, what's changing this year, and how both transplant recipients and their families can stay safe, even if you've never had an organ transplant yourself. This episode will show you why protecting the vulnerable is really a community effort. Let us begin. Well, hey there, and welcome everyone. I'm so glad you're here joining me today for episode 83 of the Seeds of Transformation podcast with Dr. Allma Johnson. I'm Dr. Allma, and today we're talking about something very relevant right now: vaccines and how they affect people who've had organ transplants. Many of you might know someone who's had a transplant, or maybe you've had one yourself. These individuals are considered medically vulnerable because their immune systems are carefully managed to prevent organ rejection. That means certain vaccines are especially important, but not every transplant recipient can take every vaccine. And definitely timing matters. Now, I want to state this first. Please consult with your transplant care team, your PCP, or whomever you are seeing specifically for your organ transplant care and needs. This is not medical advice. This is just information for those of us like myself who have received organ transplants to help you better your everyday life. So, right now, the FDA is reevaluating whether it's safe to give COVID, flu, and RSV vaccines all at the same time. For most people, that might just mean making multiple appointments, but for some transplants recipients, us, planning vaccines requires careful coordination with their healthcare team. So today, we're going to break it down: what's happening, why it matters, and how we can all stay informed and supportive. So vaccines, let's talk about those for a minute and why they matter. They work by helping the body recognize and fight infections. They protect the person who receives the vaccine, but they also help protect others in the community. For transplant recipients, the immune system is intentionally suppressed to prevent organ rejection, and that is done by transplant recipients taking immunosuppressants. That means their response to vaccines may not be as strong, and some vaccines may not be recommended at certain times. It's not that vaccines are dangerous so much for them. They're just careful. They're carefully planned by their doctors and transplant care teams based on individual needs. Think of it this way: someone with a suppressed immune system may not get the same level of protection as a healthy person. That doesn't mean vaccines aren't valuable. What it does mean, though, is timing and selection are very important. Even if you don't have a transplant, getting vaccinated can help protect those who are vulnerable. It's a simple way to help others stay safe. So, what's happening right now? What's going on right now? 2025, what's happening? The FDA is questioning whether it's safe to get multiple respiratory vaccines in one visit: COVID, flu, RSV. Now, this doesn't mean people shouldn't get vaccines, but it does mean healthcare providers may schedule them separately to ensure safety and effectiveness. So, update it. updated COVID vaccines are rolling out this fall, but eligibility is limited to certain adults and high-risk groups. Transplant patients may fall into these categories, but each person's situation is different. So decisions are definitely made individually. At the same time, at the same time, measles outbreaks have appeared in some areas, and a few states are rolling back vaccine requirements. For people with suppressed immune systems, this underscores the importance of community vaccination. When more people are protected, it reduces the risk for those who are vulnerable. The key point here, vaccine guidance is changing, and transplant patients, recipients, we need tailored recommendations from our care teams. So, life for transplant recipient often involves careful planning. It's not to say that we are restricted or we cannot. We just plan carefully. Vaccines, medications, and infection prevention strategies are all coordinated with healthcare providers. It's something that we discuss all day. We face it, we see it every day. We're not scared, we're not isolated. It's just something that is planned. Some may take inactivated vaccines safely at specific times, others may need to avoid live vaccines or wait until their immune system is stable enough to receive that vaccine. It's a balancing act, but it's carefully managed, and many people live full, active lives after transplantation. Even small things like hand hygiene. I'm all for the hand sanitizer, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of good old soapy water, with your soap and actually washing your hands. There's nothing that beats that. So hand hygiene, avoiding crowded spaces during flu season, and staying informed about vaccine recommendations. These things can make a real difference. Now, how can we help? Whether we have had a transplant or not, we need to do this as a community. So stay up to date on your own vaccines, your own health care. It helps to protect us all, and especially vulnerable people, those with compromised immune systems. Practice good hygiene. Of course, hand washing, staying home when you're sick, covering your coughs and your sneezes. Support loved ones by helping them, if needed, navigate appointments and following their health care team's guidance. And remember, it's not about being dramatic. This is we are not. We're not fearful. We're not dramatic. We're not any of those things. What it is about awareness, planning, and community support. Primarily, yes, all of those things, all while taking care of yourself. That can never be stressed enough. Take care of yourself. Personally, what I have done, I've even begun to wear my mask again because I know the seasons are changing. So to help me help myself, yes, Alma is wearing her mask again. So to wrap all of this up, vaccines are important. They're an important tool for protecting transplant recipients, those who are immunocompromised, yes, transplant recipients, or, they're just having whatever it is that may be affecting their immune systems. There's so many things, even type 1, type 2 diabetics. There some with heart conditions, lung conditions, naturally, and then many other things where people, they're literally fighting. They're literally fighting, trying to make sure that they stay healthy. And you can help with this. Again, not every vaccine is for everyone, and that's just not for the transplant recipient. That is for everyone. So make sure you check with your PCP, your care team for your transplant. And then, of course, timing, type, and individual status, health status matters. As these guidance change, stay informed and stay communicating with your healthcare teams, your providers. It is definitely key. And for the rest of us, we can help by staying up to date ourselves and supporting those around us. Here's something to think about. It's a question I have for you. How can we, as a community, make choices that protect those who are medically vulnerable, immunocompromised? Listen, thanks for joining me today for episode 83 on the Seeds of Transformation podcast. Y'all, please stay informed about what's happening. Take care and look out not only for yourself, but also for one another.
Are you ready to bridge the generational gap in faith? Are you searching for real answers to bring unity between traditional Christians and millennials? Exodus to Unity, Bridging the Gap Between Traditional Christians and Millennials, is the book you've been waiting for. Now available in-store and online at Barnes & Noble. And if you're in the Las Vegas area, great news! Exodus to Unity is back in stock at Blueberry Blessings Christian Bookstore, located at 1230 South Decatur Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada 89102. Stop by and get your copy while supplies lasts. Want more insights? Check out Dr. Allma's latest YouVersion devotional on the YouVersion Bible app and articles on Christianity.com. Don't just read about transformation. Be a part of it. Grab your copy today and let's bridge the gap together.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Seeds of Transformation podcast. Before you go, take a moment to share your thoughts with a 5-star review and connect with me on social media. Listen, your feedback fuels growth. Until next time, stay inspired. And as always, keep growing in all things of God.